Tonight's big story breakdown, wildfires. The governor expanding his state of emergency to now cover 4 counties, Beaver, Texas, and Woodward, in effect yesterday. Now Harper County has been added to the list.
We are also getting a better idea of how many fires are burning across the state. The Ranger Road fire in Beaver and Harper counties, is it just 20% contained? It has burned over 283,000 acres and spread into Kansas. The 43 fire in Woodward County has burned 2,100 acres and is 60% contained. Residents between Balco and Bryan's Corner in Beaver County were evacuated today because of the morning fire, but that order has since been lifted. The State Emergency Operations Center received reports of 42 fires and hotspots in 23 counties today. At least 26 of those were new fires. Well, the wind and warm conditions have been a major issue for crews battling those fires.
Let's bring in Fox 25 Chief Meteorologist Jack Griffin for a better look at what they're seeing today. Jack?
Yeah, Adam and Wendy, we had, again, more wind out there today than yesterday, but not as strong as what it was on Tuesday. Tuesday really was our peak fire day that we had out there, and the conditions remained favorable yesterday as well as today. Now, thankfully, right now, our cold front has pushed on through, and that actually has lowered our fire potential now significantly, which will actually bring a pause to talking about that, which will be good. But as you can see right now, we still have a number of hotspots that are out there, but you'll notice, though, if you remember this graphic from yesterday, the smoke was moving in a kind of more east-northeast direction, and now it's to the southeast. And the reason for that is because of our winds and the change in direction that those had earlier on today. They were out of the northwest, and actually they continue to turn more and more out of the straight north direction overnight tonight. So we have a few more hours left over of these conditions, but really we are looking at favorable conditions going forward at this point just because of the cold front passing us by. But there are still a number of hot spots that you can still see out there right now, even though we are looking at now much cooler conditions. So you have a lot of smoke in the air. There's also very high tree pollen too. So if you've got some allergies and some nasal issues today, it's probably a combination of both, all the dust as well as the smoke from our wildfires, and then our tree pollen being basically off the charts today. Very, very rough out there for allergy sufferers. But like I said, today we've been talking about some stronger winds. Thankfully now they're lighter, and they're out of the north too, and in many spots coming in 5 to 15 miles an hour, and that's been bringing down some cooler temperatures. So you can see there's already 20s and 30s in the Panhandle and northwest Oklahoma, kind of more upper 30s to low middle 40s for the central part of the state, and there are still some 60s holding on to far southeast Oklahoma. But the big thing though that we've been talking about has been the rise in the relative humidity. Now the dew points are still very low as this remains very dry air, but with temperatures a little bit cooler, it does mean that our relative humidity is actually up to pretty good percentages. These are all in the kind of low 40 to low 50% range, which is significantly better than where we have been spending a lot of our time really since Tuesday, where we've been down in that 20% and even below threshold. So we are much better now because of that. And as you can still see, as we animate through our reflectivity, all of our counties are out of our fire weather warning. Now there is still another one left over for the Panhandle for tomorrow, but that's really going to be on the far western side of the Panhandle. It'll be actually a much more favorable forecast going forward with our relative humidity and just overall fire danger for the next few days. But unfortunately though, guys, we'll be talking more about our fire danger coming in next week as temperatures are to rebound back into the above average category. Back to you.
Thank you, Jack. And tonight, 3 Ralston volunteer firefighters are recovering after they were hurt while battling the massive fire in Beaver County.
They say they crashed while driving through the smoke. Fox 25's Emma McAndrews met with one of them as he was leaving the hospital.
I literally thought like that was it. Like I thought we were done for.
Those were Randy Masters' thoughts right after he realized he had been thrown from his team's fire truck after crashing into a canyon. He says there was so much smoke they couldn't see.
We were turning to get on the fire line, and as soon as we turned to get on the fire line, it just basically this smoke just overtook us and we couldn't really see anything.
That's when the truck overturned into a canyon.
When we first fell down in there, like I yelled for him a few times and nothing. And then I tried to take off to climb up the ravine, and that's when I figured out like something's not right with my foot. I couldn't do anything. So basically, and then the fire was right there on top of us.
Randy recalls the moment he called for help.
I had 2% left on my phone. Thank God that my phone was still in my pocket. Got my phone out, called her brother, and couldn't really tell him where I was, but I was just like, Get on Live 360.
And that's the app Randy says saved his life.
And I'm so glad we have it, because if we didn't have it, there's no telling how long we would have been there. I only had 2% left on my phone whenever I was calling, so there's no telling if I would have been able to give him the exact directions, where we were. I don't know how long it would have actually taken them without Live 360. I mean, Live 360, I'm pretty sure, saved our lives.
Randy says now he is feeling
very thankful. Very thankful. I mean, I don't even really know what to say right now. Still kind of in shock with the whole deal. Just, I don't know. Couldn't ask for a better group of guys on the fire department that I'm on.
He says after all of this, and once he's better, he will be back.
Not a hero by no means, but if you can just help one person out, save one person's house, or, it's all worth it. In the end, it's just worth going and doing. I love it.
Reporting in Oklahoma City, Emma McAndrews, Fox 25 News.
Masters tells us Chris Campbell will also be released from the hospital this week, and Jake Edwards is recovering at home. If you'd like to help each family, you can find links to donate on OKCFox.com. After hearing Masters used Life 360, that app, to ensure they were found, we reached out to the company. They say in moments like these, every second matters, and they're glad Life 360 helped his family locate him quickly. Life 360 was inspired by the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, when families struggled to reconnect during a crisis.
Oklahoma Forestry Services says while these fires have been challenging, we've seen the Oklahoma standard on display.
As you referenced, the Ranger Road fire, it has just shy of 300,000 acres. That fire did move approximately 5 miles per hour, just outpacing firefighting capacity. I do have to say that it's just very encouraging to see the community come together, rural and volunteer firefighters, state and federal resources in lockstep, combating something that is right here in the grocery store of America, where farming and ranching is critical. And these fires just threaten our lives and livelihoods when they do occur.
A time something many ranchers don't have when wildfires flare up. Nathan Lee walked his herd to safety across an open field in southwest Kansas this week as the Ranger Road fire started to move into the area from Oklahoma. That fire forced evacuations of more than 11,000 people in Englewood, Ashland, and Tyrone, with many people finding shelter in cold water. But for ranchers like Lee, the threat is also what happens to their livelihood.
The main object is to get the cattle away from where the huge fuel loads are and the smoke inhalation problems are. 2016 changed the way a lot of people do business, especially us, as far as being prepared for wildfires, better prepared. We bought our own fire truck. We keep small patches around the house grazed down, mowed down. We burn them down sometimes.
Livestock owners are encouraged to maintain detailed livestock records in case of a wildfire and use clear and distinguishable identification methods. Consider corralling animals to help with off-farm movement if necessary. Now, once a wildfire hits, allowing for animals to move, it's safe to do so, and communicate with first responders and neighbors about livestock on your property. Use emergency identification methods like spray paint if you need to. After the fires are over, you document any livestock losses, practice human euthanasia methods, and dispose of any carcasses, and be sure to apply for federal assistance.
FEMA approved the state's request today for 2 additional fire management assistance grants for the Rattlesnake Fire in Washington and Osage counties and the Hospital Road Fire in Carter County. Earlier this week, 3 grants were approved for Texas County, Beaver, and Harper counties, as well as Woodward County. These grants will help reimburse local governments, volunteer fire departments, and other first responder costs associated with responding to the fires. FEMA is caught up in a partial government shutdown. We heard from Senator James Lankford about what will happen for those who may need to file claims if that agency doesn't have any money right now.
That is one of the challenges that I've continued to be able to raise with a partial government shutdown, and FEMA being included in that. FEMA is not able to respond in the same way. Now, essential services from FEMA can respond. So, for instance, they're pre-positioning assets close to Oklahoma. If fires break out, they're able to actually get those pre-positioned assets there. Those are contracts that have been done. Those are not actually FEMA employees that are doing that. But our forestry service is going to take care of a lot of aerial, and then after that, then we'd have FEMA. Most of that will be after the fact.
And that was your big story breakdown tonight. You can keep up with the wildfires on OKCFox.com.
Plus, find all of our previous big story breakdowns on our YouTube channel. Scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.